ESPN, the Bears Sports Network. Time to tip off. Live, it's West Lincoln basketball on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. Here's the voice of the Bears, Jonathan Tullis.
Well, welcome to day 2 of the Region 7 1A basketball tournament live from Flea Hop. Hey, I'm Jonathan Tullis and glad to be joining you here on BSPN, the Bears Sports Network. And game 2 of the day is going to be our own West Lincoln Bears in boys action against the Tornadoes of Piney Woods. Piney Woods coming in highly favored to win the region championship and actually going to be very highly favored in the state playoffs as well. As they boast a record of 17-1 on the year, losing only one game in the year. That was to a private school in Tennessee. All the other competition they've played in Mississippi, they've gone undefeated and, at least in most cases, have beaten soundly. Your West Lincoln Bears coming in at 9-17 on the year. Piney Woods, the number 1 seed in the tournament, and West Lincoln coming in as the number 4 seed. Last time they faced off, or the last couple of times they faced off, again, Piney Woods defeating the Bears soundly. First time they met, Piney Woods got that victory 62-23, and then West Lincoln lost to Piney Woods in their second meeting about a week ago, actually, 48-13. So Piney Woods, again, very highly favored in the region, just taking it really to all of their competition this year. So we're getting ready to get underway. And West Lincoln, of course, or loser of this game, rather, will still be in the hunt. They'll play in the consolation game on Friday evening. So we will go down to Eli McEwen here in just a moment for the starting lineups. And before seeing as he's not quite ready yet, he'll be ready in just a moment. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors here on BSPN. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb. Also Pike National Bank, Franklin Ready Mix, Corey Myers at Higginbotham Insurance in Brookhaven. And also want to thank Wilson Timber for signing on and being a sponsor here on BSPN. So the Tornadoes at their bench, getting fired up, as you might have heard. And West Lincoln also, we're ready to get the starting lineups here. PA man Eli McEwen, take it away.
Number 1, Rafi John. Number 5, Ned Adoa. Number 11, Andrew Jamoon. Number 14, Nathan Malamaski. Number 15, Saturday Mamo. And the starting line for West Lincoln Bears, number 1, Sam Barfoot. Number 11, Josh Quinn. Number 12, Maddox Johnson. Number 21, Larry Hilton. Number 24, Lee Bell.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams. And you might have heard or Piney Woods, rather. I'll be honest, they've got a lot of international players. Several players from some nations on the African continent, as well as one from, I believe, Sweden, so I'm going to do the best I can on their names. I'm probably going to mess them up. I may just grow the numbers. I'm just not going to lie. All right, but the Bears ready to go. Sam Barfoot in the circle. Number 14, Nathan Alwinski is also in the circle for the Tornadoes. We're underway. West Lincoln winning the tip-off with Lee Fells getting it to Josh Quinn. Bears trying to shoot to your right on your radio screen. Of course, we're doing this pretending we're kind of on the radio since we're doing audio only. Bears trying to pass around, trying to get something going. Maddox Johnson back to Josh Quinn to his left. Tornadoes employing a man-to-man defense here as Lee Fels closely guarded, goes to the hoop and going to roll out. Rebound to number 11, passes it to number 5 up to his left, goes to the hoop, it's going to miss, rebound to the Bears. Josh Quinn comes up with it, gets it to Maddox Johnson. Again, man-to-man, I would even call this a man-to-man press. It is just relentless defense that the Tornadoes are putting on as we're just getting underway here. Josh Quinn near center court with it, over to Maddox Johnson to his left. Finding Lee Fels to his right near the arc. And back to Josh Quinn. This defense just being relentless by the Tornadoes. The Bears have not been able to even take a shot yet, really. Lee Fels has the ball now. Back to Quinn. Trying to figure out a move, trying to find somebody open, finds Maddox Johnson. Johnson back to Fels to his right. Again, Bears just unable to really do anything at this point except pass the ball to somebody who can get open. Lee Fels now with the ball. Can't even get close to the bucket right now, even currently. It's Josh Quinn, closely guarded. Thought he might have gotten bumped there, but the referee saying play on. Lee Fels now with it, dangerously close to center court, gives it over to Maddox Johnson. Again, the Bears just not able to really get anywhere near the hoop at the moment. Still trying to set up a play to get a shot off. Handing it off now. As Josh Quinn got the ball but stepped over the center court line, so he's going to get called for the backcourt violation. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Still no score as of yet as number 11 for Piney Woods puts it back into play. Number 1 bringing it across center court. Bears still in a full court press. Number 1 took a shot, gets a three-pointer. No question about that, as it was clearly going to go in. Again, man-to-man defense employed by the Tornadoes as Lee Fels gets across center court, trying to find somebody that's open. Finds Quinn again near center court. Quinn being careful not to step over the center line this time. Maddox Johnson closely guarded by number 5. I got to say, too, these Piney Woods Tornadoes have several players over 6 foot tall, so definitely has some size on them. Bit of an advantage to them. Lee Fels gets it to Maddox Johnson once again. Johnson back to Quinn near center court. Again, this defense that Piney Woods is putting on, the Bears are just having trouble even getting close to the bucket at this point. Quinn back with it once again after getting it from Fels. Closely guarded, number 15, just all up in his face. Lee Fels finally breaks loose, dishes it to Larry Hilson, but the ball comes loose. Maddox Johnson, though, coming up with it. Again, just relentless defense happening here by the Tornadoes. 4:49 to go. The Bears, really just can't do much of anything at this point besides play keep away as Josh Quinn goes to the floor, but he's all right. I think he just got tripped up. Didn't see anybody make contact with him. Lee Fels back to Maddox Johnson. Again, just kind of passing at this point. It's really all the Bears can do, but now we got a whistle. It looks like we do have a foul. Going to be a reach-in foul called on number 5 of Piney Woods. Kemet Idoa, I think his name is. And I know I butchered that. I apologize. All right, so the Bears getting the ball near the home stands. Lee Fels putting into play, getting to Maddox Johnson. Johnson going to bring it back across center court. Closely guarded by number 5. Fels with it once again, getting this man-to-man defense by the Piney Woods Tornadoes, just being relentless against our Bears. Quinn trying to get loose. Can't shake his defender, trying to find somebody that's open, finds Fels, so nearly had it stolen away, though. Fels finding Quinn to his left once again. Again, just trying to get somebody loose, trying to get away from one of these defenders, but they just can't shake them up to this point. As the ball goes out of bounds, and Piney Woods going to get it back as Lee Fels was trying to find Maddox Johnson, but the ball went out of bounds before Johnson could get his hands on it. So number 11 for the Tornadoes going to put it in play. As number 1 comes across center court, finds 11, finding 15 to his right, evading traffic. Finds number 5 right under the hoop, lays it in for 2. 5-0 your score, 4:42 to go as Piney Woods, again, relentlessly guarding these Bears. I don't think West Lincoln has even really taken a shot yet. And Fels really tried a layup a moment ago, but it really didn't really do anything, as the ball was basically just batted away as he was trying to get it out of his hands. Fells with it now, actually. Closely guarded, finding Josh Quinn. Quinn trying to find somebody that's open. Dangerously near the sideline. Finds Fells once again. Gets rid of it. 3:10 to go here in the first. As Josh Quinn nearly stepped over the center line once again, but managed to stay on the right side of the court. It's now Maddox Johnson with it. Finding Fells. Again, closely guarded. This defense, they are all in your face, right up on you. They are doing everything they possibly can to keep these Bears from being able to really even move down the court. But I have to say, they are staying within the rules, except for that one foul they called a little while ago. And Johnson was trying to get the ball from Fells. Ball going to go out of bounds. And believe it's going to be West Lincoln's ball. And it is. Lee Fells going to inbound it near the home bleachers. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. 5-0 your score. Piney Woods in the lead. Maddox Johnson gives it to Lee Fells. Fells under guard, finding Quinn once again to his left near center court. And Quinn got loose a little bit, but got shut down by another defender, so he couldn't get a shot. Got it over to Maddox Johnson. Johnson back to Fells. And Josh Quinn with it now. Again, trying to find somebody. Ball came loose, went across the center court. Maddox Johnson gets it back. And Josh Quinn with it now. Again, they can't get anywhere near the hoop as Quinn tries to break off, but he's suddenly double teamed. Fells with it now, trying to find an open man. Maddox Johnson trying to shake his defender, but just can't find Sam Barfoot finally. Josh Quinn with the ball, gets bumped. And that's going to go against number 15 of Piney Woods, his first foul of the game. Getting charged with a I don't think you see a signal. Anyway, he bumped into Quinn, so I'm not sure what the actual call was going to be. But at any rate, minute 30 to go here in the first quarter. Lee Fells trying to find an open man, finds Johnson. And Johnson closely guarded, finding Fells once again. Again, the Bears just really haven't been able to do anything up to this point other than just play keep away and keep the ball in motion. Quinn gets a little bit of a break, but no, can't shake a defender. Trying to find somebody. Got a whistle. Actually going to be a timeout on the court, 30-second timeout. Going to be called by West Lincoln. So we'll take a quick timeout. Be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. About to get back underway here after the timeout. Minute 2 to go here in the first quarter as Piney Woods ahead 5-0. And the Bears at this point just really looking to make a shot as they really have not even made a shot yet. As Lee Fells puts the ball back in play, finding Maddox Johnson, and Johnson trying to get back across center court. And finally does. Again, this defense by Piney Woods is just, to be honest, it's just really shutting West Lincoln down. I will say this, though, with all the good ball handling by West Lincoln up to this point, Piney Woods has not been able to get near the hoop either, except for those couple of baskets they made. As Lee Fells finally gets a break, was trying to do a quick alley-oop over to Sam Barfoot to his left, but the ball just went over his hands, and he couldn't get on it, so that's going to shut down that effort. Best opportunity the Bears have had tonight to try to get some points on the board as Piney Woods putting the ball back in play, finding number 11. 11 finds number 5 in the corner. 11. Back over to number 12 in the corner. Went for a 3. That's going to miss. Gets the rebound. Pineywood still with the ball. Doing very, very fast passes. Number 5 did a quick pass to number 14, who played it up for a quick 2. 7-0 your scores. We get down to 3 seconds to go. And West Lincoln just going to let the clock run out at this point. And that is going to be the buzzer to end the quarter. Low scoring affair, though. Bears handling the ball well. They just couldn't get any shots off. 7-0, Pineywood's in the lead. We'll have the second quarter coming up in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Second quarter about to get underway here at the Jack in the 7-1A tournament. Happening here is the Pineywood's Tornadoes lead your West Lincoln Bears 7-0 as the ball back into play. Pineywood's getting it first. Number 1 taking a shot from three-point range. That's going to be no good. Rebound to Josh Quinn. Dishes it quickly to Maddox Johnson as the Bears trying to get down court to set something up. With this man-to-man defense going all the way back into effect. As Pineywood looks to continue shutting down our Bears. Lee Fells with it now. Closely guarded. Finds Sam Barfoot to his left. Barfoot trying to shake his defender. Can't do it. Lee Fells now with it to his right. And Fells figuring out where he wants to go. Finding Maddox Johnson once again. Again, the Bears not able to do much else up to this point besides pass. So definitely want to put some points on the board as this is still anybody's game. 7-0 the score. As Larry Hilson gets it to Maddox Johnson. Josh Quinn with it now. Trying to break away. Finds Sam Barfoot. Barfoot to Fells to his right. And Maddox Johnson trying to get loose, and the defender is just kind of like right there. Josh Quinn, though, does get a breakaway. Gets it to Larry Hilson, who puts it up for 2. So the Bears finally on the board. 7-2 your score. Long pass by the Pineywood Tornadoes. Number 11 now with it is number 12. Gets it. Is trying to get it to number 14 and then ultimately to number 1, but 14 stepped out of bounds. Bears going to get it back at the baseline. Right at the cheerleaders, basically. You know where the cheerleaders are here at West Lincoln. West Lincoln's cheerleaders set up near the Jack Pack on the home side, so kind of give you an idea of where they are since we can't bring you video tonight. Lee Fells now with it coming down the court. Gets it across the center stripe. Trying to break away. Trying to find somebody. Finds Josh Quinn. Fells trying to get in a position as Larry Hilson now with it. Fells thought about taking a shot, but couldn't quite do it. He passes it to Maddox Johnson. Nearly had it stolen away. Josh Quinn with the ball now, finding Sam Barfoot. Quinn with it once again. Near the center stripe. Maddox Johnson breaks away, but gets caught up as Lee Fells gets the ball. Nearly commits a travel, but that does get a shot off. Misses. Rebound to the Pineywood Tornadoes as number 5 drives to the hoop, lays it up. That's going to sink for 2. Pineywood's now leading 9-2 with 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. It's Lee Fells comes down the court, closely guarded once again with this man-to-man defense. Sam Barfoot with it now as Larry Hilson now going to try his hand at it. Trying to get loose, finds Josh Quinn near the sideline. Quinn gets it to Johnson basically on a handoff. Finding Fells near center court. Fells trying to stay on the correct side of the court, finding Sam Barfoot. He can't get a shot off. Larry Hilson now with it as he got loose, but got a defender on him promptly. Josh Quinn tries to spin move, can't get around his defender. Guarded closely near the Piney Woods bench, dishes it finally to Larry Hilson. Hilson to Fells. And just, again, at this point, just really trying to find somebody to get it to or try to get loose as, again, this defense is just shutting West Lincoln down. Whistle now. And going to be another timeout on the court. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll cut away for just a moment. And we'll be right back. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media. BSPN. BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Getting back underway here in the second quarter. Piney Woods in the lead, 9-2 with 4:35 to go in the second quarter after the Bears coming back in action after the timeout. And going to be West Lincoln's ball first as Lee Fells near the sideline trying to get it in, finding Sam Barfoot. And man-to-man defense back in effect once again. Sam Barfoot now with it after Fells had it again briefly, finding Larry Hilson. Hilson trying to find somebody, looking. Defender batting its ball, can't get it though. It's Lee Fells. Now has possession. Fells, and basically all the Bears being closely guarded at this point. Finding Sam Barfoot to his right near the Piney Woods bench. Trying to break loose, can't shake his defender. As Quinn trying to get rid of it, finds Fells. 3:54 to go here in the first half. Johnson finding Barfoot. Again, nobody can get loose to take a shot as this defense has just been relentless. Barfoot finding Larry Hilson. And Hilson, can't shake his defender. Going to get it over to Sam Barfoot. Josh Quinn now with it near the sideline. And again, just cannot shake his defense. They are just all over everybody. Lee Fells, though, does get a fast break over to Larry Hilson. Hilson took the shot, but is blocked. Piney Woods coming back with the ball. As Five drives to the hoop, but he's going to go out of bounds. And somebody got a flagrant foul called on him. Try to find out what that's all about here in just a moment. Flagrant push being called on Maddox Johnson. Okay. I saw Johnson make contact with him. I didn't think it was worthy of a flagrant foul, but here we are. Number 5 goes to the stripe, takes his first shot. It's going to be no good. Second shot coming up for number 5 of Piney Woods. And the official was taking a little bit to get the ball back to him for a second shot. Not sure what that was all about, but nonetheless, here the second shot goes. And it's also going to bounce off the rim. So 0 for 2 there at the charity stripe is number 5. Score remains 9-2, 3:07 here in the second quarter as Piney Woods going to get the ball back at the baseline. Again, flagrant foul called on Maddox Johnson for a push. Okay. Number 1, three-pointer. That's going to be no good as number 5 got the rebound. Back to number 1 for another three-point attempt. That one's also going to fall no good. It's now number 14. And goes to the floor, ends up having a jump ball. And possession going to favor West Lincoln. So, well, apparently maybe he didn't call. Apparently he didn't call jump ball. Not sure. I think what it was, I think one official did call a jump ball, and the other one was calling a timeout by Pineywood's coach. So, gonna hold right here. Not sure what's happening as Pineywood's had his players at the bench. So he thought he had timeout, but the other official did in fact call a jump ball, and at that point they've got to play it. So that's what we're doing here. Pineywood's coach was not too thrilled about that, but nonetheless we're back in action as Sam Barfoot gets it to Larry Hilson. Hilson also trying to shake his defender, can't do it. Here, all over him. Josh Quinn trying to break away, tried to drive to the hoop, but quickly shut down as he gets it to Lee Fells. And Fells trying to find somebody who's open. 2:18 to go here in the first half. And Fells trying to shake. And nearly has the ball stolen away. Ball going to go out of bounds. As Fells is trying to keep it in bounds, but it's going to go out, and Piney Woods will get it back. As number 12 for Piney Woods going to put it in play. Number 1 bringing it across center court, finding number 5. Bears are swapped also. Well, no, they're still in a court defense. As now we got a timeout called on the floor. And this is going to be a 30-second timeout from Piney Woods. So we'll keep it right here as we're only going to be out of action here for just a moment. Again, want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Chris C. Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Pike National Bank, Franklin Ready Mix, Corey Myers at Higginbotham Insurance in Brookhaven, as well as Wilson Timber. Thank you very much for your support of West Lincoln Athletics. And if you want to get your business organization featured here on BSPN, we still got plenty of sponsorship room available. $400. That's what we're asking to get you on here. And we also have some sports-specific sponsorships still available for baseball and softball. So hit us up. We'd love to talk to you. And again, all that money benefits our athletics. It doesn't go in my pocket. It benefits all the athletes here at West Lincoln as we're back underway. Number 11 finding number 5 as Piney Woods has the ball. Number 1 back to number 5. Very fast passes here as number 11 gets the ball, shoots a 3, no good. Rebounds was to Piney Woods, but ball going to slip out of his hands. I believe it was number 11 that had his hands on it. Or number 12, rather. As West Lincoln going to get the ball back. Maddox Johnson trying to get it across center court. And finds Lee Fells. Larry Hilson down on the other end. Josh Quinn going to get it, shoot a 3, and that's going to go in for a Corey Myers at Higginbotham Insurance three-pointer. 9-5 your score. 1:16 to go here in the first half. So very low-scoring affairs. Number 5 for Piney Woods does a spin move, putting up a shot. That's going to roll off, no good. Rebound to Piney Woods. Jocelyn for the ball after another missed shot. West Lincoln coming up with it. Maddox Johnson putting his hands on it, and he's going to get ball rather going to get bumped and go out of bounds. West Lincoln to get it back. 58 seconds to go in the first quarter as Lee Fells comes over by the West Lincoln bench to put the ball in play. Maddox Johnson with the ball, looking, trying to find somebody. Lee Fells back to Johnson. Still got to get it across center court. Finally does. Lee Fells being double teamed now. Got loose. And in the midst of trying to get loose from that double team attack, he committed a travel. So now Pineywood's back in play, or got the ball in play, back in play rather. Number 5. Dishing it, just very fast passes by Pineywood at this point. Hard to keep up, honestly. It's number 5 in the corner going for a 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound to Sam Barfoot. 25 seconds to go before the buzzer. Maddox Johnson trying to get across center court and does. Lee Fells with it. Ball going to go out of bounds as he was trying to get it to Fells. So Pineywood to get it back with 18 seconds to go. A couple of substitution being made for Pineywood. That was the buzzer you heard. Ball back in play. Number 1 going to bring it across midcourt for the Tornadoes. 10 seconds to go. Looks like they may just let it run out at this point. Maybe take one more shot before the buzzer. It's number 11 trying to weave through traffic. Takes a shot just inside the arc. Puts it up for 2 more. And that's going to be the buzzer for the halftime break. Well, it is a close ball game here. Just the relentless defense by Pineywood has just all but shut West Lincoln down. But we have a low-scoring affair here, 11-5, as we head to the locker room for the halftime break. So we'll take a timeout. Be back in just a few minutes. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
All right, back underway here after the halftime break as Piney Woods going to get the ball first to start the second half. As number 1 and number 5 exchanging it. Going Piney Woods this time shooting to the right, to my right, as they are now aggressively passing the ball, trying to keep it away from the Bears. Now going up for a shot, no good. Lee Tells with the rebound. Now Maddox Johnson setting up, coming across center court. Closely guarded, finding Josh Quinn to his right. Quinn trying to find somebody to find it to, and Johnson and Quinn quickly exchange the ball, trying to get something going here for the Bears. Score only 11-5 here to start the third quarter. Again, the defense that the Piney Woods Tornadoes have been putting on tonight has just really shut down any offensive effort that the Bears have tried to launch tonight. Maddox Johnson with it now, close to center stripe, gets it back to Josh Quinn. Now just trying to find somebody to get it to who can possibly take a shot. Finding Sam Barfoot. Thought about taking a long three, but decided against it. Get it over to Josh Quinn. Again, defenders still all over these Bears. Looks like Piney Woods made a little bit of adjustment, going to a little less of a man-to-man. Doesn't seem to be right up on the Bears, so I'm not sure the Bears going to try to take advantage of this a little bit. Fells and Quinn exchanging the ball. Quinn to Sam Barfoot now. And Barfoot back to Quinn. Quinn trying to shake his defender. And tried to make a fast break, but couldn't quite do it. Push foul being called on number 1 of Piney Woods. His first of the game. So West Lincoln going to inbound the ball near their bench. As Lee Fells puts it in play, gets it to Josh Quinn. Quinn trying to get it back across center stripe, and he does. Gets it back to Fells. And Fells back to Quinn. Again, just kind of trying to make something happen here on this blanket defense, I guess you could call it, that the Piney Woods Tornadoes have put into play. 5:40 to go here in the third. Score still 11-5. Piney Woods in the lead. Josh Quinn gets it back to Fells near center court. Fells back to Quinn. Looking, trying to find a hole. Sam Barfoot on the move, though. Finally gets the ball dished to him. Back to Quinn after Piney Woods adjusts their defense. Kind of going back to that man-to-man press, I guess you could call it. As Barfoot comes around, Lee Fells now with it again. The Bears just really able to just to pass the ball at this point. Haven't been able to take a shot yet here in the second half. Just under 5 minutes to go. As Fells tries to get loose, trying to shake his defender, kind of making quick moves, finding Sam Barfoot. Getting the ball back to Fells. Now Josh Quinn with it near the center stripe. Gets rid of it, finds Sam Barfoot. Barfoot back to Quinn. Quinn trying to move, trying to shake his defender. Gets rid of the ball, finds Barfoot. Ball comes loose, Quinn gets it back. Again, moving around, trying to get something going here. And Fells and Quinn exchange the ball near the center stripe. Quinn trying to make a move, defender right there on him. No shots taken as of yet by West Lincoln. Still got the ball, though, with 4 minutes to go. And I know this, to be honest, really isn't exciting basketball, but, just not much else you can do when this defense is just, every defender is right up on you. Now we got a whistle and a foul. And ball gonna go back to Piney Woods. I believe after Fells may have stepped out of bounds. And Piney Woods coach making a complaint about the ball, saying it's got some moisture on it. The official gonna give it a quick wipe. They should have called our man Caden Alford to come do that. All right, getting back underway as Piney Woods gets the ball near their bench. Number 11 and number 1 exchanging it, getting over to 15 really quick. 15 making a move, finding number 1. Over to 5 in the corner. 5 making a fast break toward the hoop, lays it in for 2. So that's going to be 13-5. Piney Woods in the lead, 3:23 to go here in the third period. As West Lincoln has the ball once again. Passing it around once again. Again, it's really about all they've been able to do up to this point. Josh Quinn trying to find somebody to pass it to. Going to get it to Larry Hilson, who gets away from this defender very briefly. Finding Fells right under the hoop, but can't shake a defender that's suddenly on him. Maddox Johnson coming in, getting the ball. As the Bears trying to get a little more aggressive here on offense. Sam Barfoot trying to find Larry Hilson and does. Hilson trying to shake his defender. Finding Josh Quinn under the hoop. Defender right there on him, so not much he can do besides get rid of it. Lee Fells now with it. Fells trying to find an open man. Finds Barfoot. Nobody on him, at least not up to that point. Barfoot quickly gets guarded. Back to Fells. And Fells again trying to shake his defender, trying to find somebody to pass the ball to. Makes a quick break to his left. Got a whistle, though, right before he takes a shot. So we'll see what the call's going to be. And that foul going to go against number 15 of Piney Woods. His second of the game. As West Lincoln going to get the ball back at the baseline. And put it back into play by Maddox Johnson, rather, was trying to get it to Fells. And as Fells was going for it, it came off the hands of one of Piney Woods' players. So West Lincoln getting it right back in front of their bench. Fells puts it back in play. Sam Barfoot now with it, finding Hilson. Hilson finding Barfoot once again. Barfoot trying to make a move, finding Quinn over in the corner. Getting down to about 2 minutes to go here in the third frame. Hilson to Barfoot. Barfoot, same situation. Can't shake his defender. Trying to find somebody. Finds Lee Fells. Fells trying to make a break. Finds Sam Barfoot right under the hoop and puts it up for 2. 13-7. Piney Woods in the lead with 1:42 to go here in the third period. As Piney Woods gets the ball right back on offense. Number 5 now with it. Over to 14, thought about taking a shot, changed his mind, passes it to number 1, Bad passes it to number 15. Again, fast passes is kind of the name of the game for Piney Woods here on offense. As number 1 passes it to number 4, or 14 rather, went to the hoop, passes it to number 1, who takes a three-point shot. That one's going to go in. 16-7 is your score, 1:10 to go here in the third period. Bears quickly back on offense. Sam Barfoot tried for the three. That's going to be no good off the back of the iron. Piney Woods on the rebound. As number 1 gets across center court, setting up his play. Got a whistle now. As Piney Woods going to call timeout. So we'll take a timeout. Be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Getting back underway here after the timeout. 57 seconds to go here in the third period. 16-7, Piney Woods in the lead. As number 1 for the Tornadoes back into play. And finding number 5. 5 making a spin move around Maddox Johnson. Took a shot, going to be no good, and rebound going to West Lincoln. 40 seconds to go. As Maddox Johnson trying to get it across center court. Finds Quinn. Excuse me. Quinn over to Fells now. 30 seconds to go. 16-7. Bears only down by 9. As the ball comes loose, goes across center court. Number 1 for Piney Woods gets it to number 11 on a fast break. Bears putting some heavy defense now on them. As number 5 does a spin move, drives to the hoop, and puts up 2. So now 18-7. Piney Woods in the lead with 3 seconds to go. Lee Fells with the ball now and takes a shot. That's going to fall off the back of the iron at the buzzer. And at the conclusion of the third quarter, that is the tail of the tape. 18-7 your score. Piney Woods in the lead. We'll be back in just a moment. But first, want to thank our sponsors once again. Chris C. Alpha Insurance, Macomb, Pike National Bank, Franklin Ready Mix, Corey Myers of Higginbotham Insurance in Brookhaven, and Wilson Timber are our sponsors here today. We'll be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter about to get underway here as Piney Woods leading our West Lincoln Bears 18-7 with 8 minutes to go, which, of course, is the start of the fourth quarter. What was I saying? West Lincoln to get it first. As Lee Fells puts it in play, gets it to Josh Quinn. Quinn going to bring it across center court. Finding Fells once again. No substitutions made by either team that I can tell. As Maddox Johnson finding Josh Quinn to his right. Again, Bears just being shut down completely on offense for the most part. Maddox Johnson gets the ball back. And can't find an open man at this point. Finding Sam Barfoot, who got loose. Barfoot back to Maddox Johnson. And Johnson spinning around. Trying to find an open man. Josh Quinn tried to get it to Larry Hilson, but the ball's batted And Piney Woods gets it back. Stolen away, though, this time by the Bears. As Sam Barfoot got his hands on it over to Lee Fells. And now looks like number 1 for Piney Woods going to get called on a reach-in foul against Lee Fells. And that'll be number 1's second foul of the game. Honestly, kind of looks a little confused by that. He didn't think he did anything wrong, but the referee disagreed. Coach also disagreed, pleading his case to the official, but obviously the man in the stripes going to get his way. As Lee Fells gets the ball after the ball is put back in play. Finding Josh Quinn. Quinn trying to get loose. Finding Barfoot once again to his right. Barfoot dishes it to Lee Fells to his left. And Fells, again, just Piney Woods shutting them down, y'all. I would say, man-to-man off defense for sure, but you can almost call it a man-to-man press. They are right up on them, as close as they can get without committing a foul. Now number 5 going to get called on a flagrant foul. Got a reach-in foul. Thought the official was holding up the signal for flagrant foul, but he was showing a weird way of showing a reach-in. So second foul of the game, or second foul of the period, rather, against Piney Woods. Third foul of the game for number 5. As we're back underway, Josh Quinn with the ball now, trying to find somebody to get it to yet again. As he finds Sam Barfoot. Barfoot getting it back to Quinn right behind him. Quinn trying to find somewhere to go, finding Lee Fells. And Fells also under heavy pressure, finds Quinn. Quinn passes it right back to Fells. Again, passing is really all the Bears have been able to do up to this point. And Sam Barfoot comes up with it now. Fells thought about taking a shot after he got it, no good. Gonna try to drive to the hoop, but got shut down by the Piney Woods defense. And timeout as Josh Quinn had gotten the ball. West Lincoln calling timeout this time to talk about things. So we'll be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. We'll be back underway here in just a moment. We also wanted to go ahead and tell you we got another game coming up here on BSPN after the conclusion of this game. Lady Bears will be taking on the Lady Bulldogs of the Mississippi School for the Deaf. And we'll have that game here on BSPN after the conclusion of this game. Going to take just a moment, get the next stream going, so have a little bit of downtime. But when the next stream starts, tune in for Lady Bears basketball here on BSPN. As we're back underway, and Lee Fells now with the ball. Again, trying to find somebody to pass it to, just can't get it off. Finds Josh Quinn. Quinn under heavy guard, trying to find somebody. Dishes it to Sam Barfoot. Barfoot back to Quinn. And Quinn gonna try to drive, but gets double teamed all of a sudden, finding Lee Fells, who somehow got open. Finding Sam Barfoot has somehow got open. Goes for a shot. And we got a whistle, so we'll see what this is all about. And believe they're going to say that the ball was actually out of bounds. Yep, that's what they're going to say. No? Okay, I didn't see a signal. I didn't even see an indication of a foul, but somehow number 15 for Piney Woods has just committed his third foul of the game. I'm not sure what happened. I thought the ball, I thought maybe Fells has stepped out of bounds or something, but nonetheless, we're back into play. 3 fouls for Piney Woods here in the fourth, so West Lincoln not quite in the bonus yet. Now the Bears, again, just trying to play keep away as they're down 18-7 with 4.5 minutes to go here in the game. And Josh Quinn has it stolen away by number 15 of Piney Woods. And right in that moment, Piney Woods calls timeout. So going to be a full timeout here on the court. So we'll take a timeout. And we'll be right back. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
At Alpha, our friendly hometown team understands your life and unique needs. We understand you want great insurance coverage options, an easy claims process, and excellent service, all without breaking the bank. Call Alpha Insurance Agent Chris C. at 601-684-0500 for personalized service and products that fit your needs. Chris C. Alpha Insurance Macomb, proud sponsor of the West Lincoln Bears and BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
BSPN is a production of Strangely Warmed Media. To learn more, visit our website at strangelywarmed.media. BSPN.
About to get back underway. 4:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. West Lincoln down to Piney Woods 18-7. Loser of this game going to play in the consolation game on Friday against either Bogachita or, I believe, Mount Olive. I have to double-check the bracket. And, yeah, going to be against either Bogachita or Mount Olive, who will play tonight at 8:30. I don't envy them. Going to be a late night for sure. Nonetheless, though, here we go. Back underway. As Piney Woods literally just, he's standing there with the ball in his hand, not doing anything. All right, finally. Clock was continuing to run. I'm not sure what that was all about, but anyway, here we go. As Piney Woods now passing the ball several times. Number 5 was under the hoop. And apparently, I believe it was Maddox Johnson might have bumped it out of bounds as the ball does go out of bounds and going to be called back in favor for Piney Woods as they get it back into action. Number 15 now with it. 1 looking, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Now number 5 gets it back to number 1. And again, I know I'm saying their numbers, but I'm just going to be honest, there's a lot of foreign players on Piney Woods' team, and I just cannot say their name, so my apologies. It's now a foul called on Piney Woods, or I'm sorry, going to be called on Maddox Johnson, rather. Josh Quinn. That's number 11 up there. Josh Quinn, his first foul of the game. I believe it was a reach-in foul they called on him. 14 for Piney Woods, right under the hoop, going to lay it in for 2. 20-7, just over 3 minutes to go here in the fourth period. Low-scoring affair here at the Jack. As West Lincoln running out of time to make anything happen here. Larry Hilson now with the ball, finding Barfoot. Barfoot trying to get loose, takes a wobbly shot, makes it for 2. And now Coach Jake Case going to call a timeout to talk to his boys. So we'll take a quick timeout. Be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network. About to get back underway here. Yeah, Piney Woods so far only been held to 20 points. If you're wondering, according to Max Preps, their average per game is 63, so they're going to be well under that, presumably, since there's less than 3 minutes to go. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near 63 points today. But nonetheless, these Bears have, in fact, given them all they can handle, at least as far as ball control goes. But I got to hand it to the Tornadoes. They've been all over our Bears today. Just relentless defense, pretty much shutting the Bears down. So winner of this game going to face off against either Bogachita or Mount Olive on Friday in the boys championship. And the loser of this game will play the loser of that game of Bogachita and Mount Olive in the consolation game. So timeout called on the court. JK's going to call another timeout. So we'll take a timeout, be back in just a moment. This is BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
BSPN, the Bears Sports Network.
Getting back underway with 2:24 to go here in the game. West Lincoln down 20-9 against the Piney Woods Tornadoes. Your Bears, rather, down to the Piney Woods Tornadoes as Piney Woods getting the ball first after that timeout. Looking, finding number 1 over to number 15. 15 passing it to 5. 5 making a move, going to the hoop. Gets double teamed real quick, passes the ball. Number 1 with it right now after a succession of passes by the Tornadoes. And ball nearly stolen away there by Sam Barfoot, but going to get knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say Barfoot touched it last. So Piney Woods to get it back. Over on the sideline across from me as it's back in play now. Number 1 getting it across center court. 1 back with it after a quick pass from number 15. And 15 with the ball once again. 1:46 to go. As number 1 making a move, finding number 11 under the hoop. Tried a layup, no good. Pretty good hook shot, but couldn't quite make it happen. Is now West Lincoln with the ball once again. Lee Fells passing it over to Josh Quinn in the corner and was trying to get loose to make a 3, but closely guarded, ends up committing a travel. So Piney Woods will get it back with 1:26 to go, and they lead 20-9. Don't forget, got Lady Bears basketball after this one. They'll be taking on the Mississippi School for the Deaf. And I've not seen MSD here yet. Of course, their game not supposed to start till 7. We're running a little bit early, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Just watch our social media and our YouTube channel. Just watch for the start of the feed. As now ball out of bounds after Piney Woods was just basically passing it around, trying to run the clock out. Number 1 with Piney Woods back with it, down to about a minute to go. It's now number 15 with Piney Woods. Got it. Piney Woods trying to execute a play here. Number 5 on a fast break, getting the ball from number 15. And going to have a whistle. Now we're going to go against Barfoot. His first foul of the game. So 15 for Piney Woods, going to put the ball back in play. 5 nearly had it stolen away, but gets on a fast break. So Piney Woods still with it, 36 seconds to go. Trying to pass it out, trying again just to run out the clock at this point. 30 seconds to go as 15 makes a fast break. And going to have a whistle as Maddox Johnson goes down on the floor. Gets up, though. Actually, he's going to get called for the block. His second foul of the game. And 15 for Piney Woods got a little excited, had put the ball back in play. Now Caden Alford being called to wipe some moisture up off the floor. Got to say, the crowd loves them some Caden Alford. Firing up the crowd. Caden, one of the seniors for the Bears this year. He'll definitely be missed. as he is about to close out his time as a Bear when he graduates this year. 27 seconds to go as the ball back in play. Piney Woods now with it. 5. Trying to drive. Passes it to 15. 15 figuring out what he wants to do with it. Finding 11. 10 seconds to go. Presumably they're just going to pass it around and run out the clock. Don't think they're going to take another shot at this point. And that's exactly what they're going to do as we get down to the final buzzer, and that is going to do it here for this game. 20-9, Bears holding them well below their average of 63 points. So there we go. All right, so like I said, next game are the Bears not out of this yet. They're going to play in the consolation game against the loser of Mount Olive and Boca Chica. They will play at 8:30 tonight here at the Jack Case Gym. But the Lady Bears and Lady Bulldogs of the Mississippi School for the Deaf supposed to square off next. I have not seen MSD here yet, all right? So I don't know what the deal is there. But game, like I said, not supposed to start till 7 o'clock, so I'm not sure if they just haven't gotten here yet or what the deal is. But we'll just watch our social media and watch our feed, and we'll get going here as soon as it's apparent we're about to start. So I'm Jonathan Tullis. Thanks again for joining us here. We'll talk to you in just a little bit here on BSPN, the Bear Sports Network.
Thanks for joining us on BSPN. Find our schedule of games at bspn.live.